What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Berserk manga, this time with volume 42. I'm not sure we're doing volumes anymore, but the next couple chapters after the final Miura chapters, rest in peace. We have, just disclaimer, I've been reading the official version this whole time, and I will be having to switch over to this Evil Genius source, because there's no more official ones on here, unfortunately. But they've got some additional artwork which I find quite cool actually at the start of the chapters, so that's something to look forward to. But just to recap last time, especially the final chapter, just absolutely amazing. Loved it. What a way to end that was with Griffith and him. Wow, more so the kid shedding one last tear before he ended up turning back to Griffith. We saw how Griffith kind of thinks about what happens when he's the Moonlight Kid and such. It was just amazing, wasn't it? Almost shed a tear myself. Probably the most emotional I've got during Berserk, I'd say, in terms of like, not when I say emotional, I've been more emotional anger wise for sure, but emotional as in kind of sadness. I think that was just sad seeing the kid having to be kind of locked up in a way inside Griffith. But yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. And it's actually like this version actually gets many more likes than the official version, so maybe this is actually a better version to read, who knows. But yeah, as I said, I don't think there's going to be volumes anymore. It says here that there's 2 chapters at once, so I imagine these are like chapterly releases, maybe every month or so. Well, in this regard, 2 chapters, but yeah, going to be slightly different, of course, not by Miura anymore, the artwork, so should be interesting to see how things kind of diverge. Funny enough, I'm listening to an Oceanico opening right now, and that's covering a lot of very interesting points about adaptations, and this is almost a bit like an adaptation in a way. It's still the manga, don't get me wrong, and the people that work on this work with Miura, but it's not the same people working on it. It's not the same direction of maybe where he would want to go. There, I think the people working on it now did tell us last week that they will take it in the direction he wanted, but I'm not sure you can ever actually be sure of that. This might, I've been told this feels quite fan servicey. That's what I would imagine to happen. This is just like a bunch of things that the majority of readers kind of maybe want to see or maybe don't want to see in some regard. So it might feel slightly different in that sense, but I would be quite happy just kind of leaving off where we did leave off with the Morning Dew chapter. Honestly, I thought that was actually a beautiful ending. But yep, I in that regard, again, just before we start, what do you guys think about dead people's works continuing? With Berserk, I see it as it's still a bit questionable to me because again the author's dead. I guess he wished it did continue because he left his his workers and editors and so on the kind of tools to continue. So I guess it's good in that regard. It's also really nice that even in death he's kind of actually supplying people with jobs and material and such, which is really cool. But also I think back to like I've never been a fan of like XXX Tentacion or any of these kind of modern day rappers, but I thought it was quite disgusting, honestly, the fact that there was so much music coming out from this artist, but he's not alive. Like, music was coming out for years after his death, and I just thought that was really strange. Again, it might be another case in regards to, again, helping people out and supporting people from the afterlife, which is really cool. But was that his wishes to do things like that? I don't know. I kind of feel like he wouldn't, as a young adult, I don't think that's something you like kind of think about, like, oh, when I die, these guys I'll release music even after my death, so all my family and such will get money. I'm not even sure his family does get money, but yeah, I just thought that was a bit weird. So I do feel slightly weird about this as well, but not nearly as much as I did about like seeing stuff like that then. I did record all this intro once already, but I had to get a delivery. My fucking dog bit me. I'm allergic to dogs, so hopefully nothing bad comes of that, but I don't think a bite is like too bad a allergic reaction. My main reaction is like the fur, I think, so that's annoying. Only a little one, so it's not like a massive bite, but yeah, let's see what we got. I'm not sure if there's any names for the chat. Oh, okay, yeah, there is. Waning Moon's Quietude. 2 chapters at once. I also have had a sneak. I haven't had a sneak peek, but I've had a sneak at how long the chapter is, and the chapters seem shorter than usual as well. So video is probably going to be quite a bit shorter than usual. Yeah, nice artwork to start off here. In that similar style to the ones we've had before, which I haven't liked as much, but this one's actually a bit more kind of grounded, I think, in terms of doesn't look quite as 3D and such. Puck looks good here. Juicy bum. Juicy bum, a little puck right there. Got some nice gore on Guts' sword. Yeah, let's get right into it. Do let me know what you guys think about this chapter down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. So this is directly after that last shot of the tear, I believe. Again, I feel like that would have been a hell of a shot to go out on, like a legendary shot to go out on that. It's a legendary shot anyway. But so I'm not sure we've ever seen Griffith shed a tear. Like that was just like such a massive moment, wasn't it? The fact that Griffith shed a tear. I don't think it was actually his. Maybe it was actually his. Would that make it even bigger moment? I'm not sure. Again, I take it as that was like the kid's final kind of act of sorts before he reverted back to being Griffith. But again, the way that Griffith spoke about it, feeling like a dream, like he was speaking during that time. The way that he was talking about it, feeling like a dream and feeling warm. It was quite sad for him as well, as much as I do hate Griffith. It was still quite sad for him because, again, we've never seen him shed a single tear till this point, which sounds unbelievable considering what he's done. There's just so much you can infer from that, or like theorize, or want to infer from that, like headcanon and such you could make up as well. Yeah, it was just, yeah, genius, really. Here is Puck. It already looks slightly different. Puck looks a bit more feminine. Already see some slight art changes. What's going on here? Shocked at something. Bunch of these Mero are here as well, and they seem to be shocked at something as well. It's like reaction to Griffith's presence. Kelpie Meroing. Meow. Meow. Croaking, I guess. Yeah, so maybe it seems like everything here is reacting to Griffith. It's here. Something's here. Man. Hey. A fearsome being. Come from outside. Has breached this island. Oh, you know what? These kind of remind me of the what are they called from Bleach? Grande something? What are they called? Grande Murtos or something like that? Grande Menos. What did I say? Murtos. Close. Yeah, they remind me of these horrible fuckers. These things are terrifying. Well, yeah, they were terrifying, and then they really weren't terrifying when there was like thousands of them just getting destroyed. From what I remember, I think. It's been a while since I watched the original Bleach. But these character designs look very in line. Again, I imagine I've never really seen too much like manga actually at work, but I watched an episode of Nichijou a couple of days ago, and it had a big manga portion in there. And the people that work on like the main author, a lot of the people that work on it have to kind of really replicate their artwork and such anyway, even if they're not trying to take over from the author. So I can imagine it being very similar, but again, a few subtle changes perhaps here and there. unconsciously people put their influence on things, so that's always going to happen. And I kind of, you kind of want it to happen. What's the point of? Sounds, I don't know if it sounds bad, but what's the point of like taking over and giving someone else the helm if it's just going to be exactly like Miura? I know he's dead and people wanted him to continue, but feel a bit like a hollow shell just being the person imitating his work all the time, if you know what I mean. I'd feel like a hollow shell, like, oh, anyone could do my job if they just learn. They won't put what I've put into it, and I fully understand that. You guys have heard my opinion about like adaptations. I feel like anime adaptations and so on should have their own bit of like flair to them. Should stay close to the material for sure, but should always have something that differentiates it from like the source material or something. Casca. If people don't like that, then like I said earlier, the I was gonna say Mountain Dew teardrop. The Tears of Dew or whatever the chapter is called. That was a beautiful place to end, so you can just pretend it ended there if you don't like it. The Tears of Mountain Dew. That sounds like a proper American like title for a chapter right there or something, doesn't it? I don't mind a bit of Mountain Dew. I don't have it very often at all, actually, but I don't even know what to say it tastes like. It just tastes like Mountain Dew. What is the flavour of Mountain Dew? A few sporks of sorts here. I mean, there would be a spork if they were just a little bit smarter and put a little bit more metal in the middle there. The naked figure of Griffith. Yeah, Griffith looks great, doesn't he? As usual. Bow and hair. His hair doesn't look quite as extravagant in this big shot here, but there goes the tear again. When will the next one be? After the next full moon, you imagine, perhaps. After the next full moon. Oh shit. Oof. That's a nice bit of artwork there, isn't it? Nasty. Looks like almost looks like the scar's like closed up from not being bleeding for quite a while, but it's like fully like reopened again. Sure, again, where my dog bit me is right on like where my knee kind of bends, so that cut is going to be. I've got a cut on my heel as well, which is another place where cuts don't really get to heal. Like you've got to bend. Yeah, 2 cuts at the minute, both in terrible areas. Ah, shit. What is this? Oh, that's her necklace. Why is she naked? Is that just to like represent that she feels naked right now? I guess they're like, yes. First attempt at Berserk after Miura's death. Hopefully they wouldn't have been looking like that. Let's draw Casca naked. Always wanted to do that, perhaps. Looks like it breaks. She's just like shivering that much. There's the giant mouth, of course. Barnice has noticed her, as she would. God hand. I can't. It can't. Yeah, she's fully broken her nice necklace. Jesus. That thing's really going. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. What's actually happening here? Is Griffith doing something? Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Like blood here. Is that her like rip? She got loads of it on her hands. Is that like her ripping her hair out or something? Like just like her scratching and then the blood like. Yeah, look at guts. Like the hound that he is. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Oh yeah. There it comes. Jesus. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Still as animalistic as ever in terms of Griffith. Not a good thing, I don't think, is it? Not much dialogue, so the chapter probably feels even more shorter than it already is. Yeah, here comes Guts. Go on, just kill him, please. That's also another thing. Like, if I was put into the shoes of the person taking over, like, I'm not sure. Miura might have told us the plan would be to kill Griffith, but even so, I'd be wary of doing it. I mean, I know it'd be like, that's the thing. I know it'd be a university kind of love moment, but it might also be a. I don't know. That's the thing. It'd be so controversial if Griffith died because everyone wants him to die, but then like, what's left after Griffith dies? If you know what I'm saying, there's probably a lot to discover and such after Griffith dies, but you get what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if Griffith dies, as much as everyone says they want him dead, maybe they actually don't. Maybe it's actually a lot better for the story if he's not. I don't know. It'd be so hard to make these big decisions. If it gets to a point where his voice is like ran out, if you know what I'm saying. Everything he's told you has gone past it. You do then. Berserk continues. 2 episodes in this issue. Yep, there's the first of which felt very short. It is shorter than usual, and there was no dialogue, so that makes perfect sense that it did. But some nice artwork here. Again, looks very similar to what we've had before. Again, slight differences, but it looks fantastic. So I'm still very much enjoying it. But yeah, that's. I'm not sure. I'm a bit ashamed is the wrong word. Slightly disappointed in Guts' reaction to this. I understand, like, it made Casca kind of feel like that, so that even more adds to why he's reacted like this, I think, but still slightly disappointed in Guts' reaction, honestly. Yeah, let's read some comments before we move on to the final chapter for today. I also wonder if the ending might come kind of soon. I wonder if it's like, if there's still like shit loads of content left, or if there is actually an ending in mind quite soon. Not really sure. I've been playing Life is Strange recently. Hello good. It's got loads of really good dialogue. It's a bit like Juno in a sense in terms of its dialogue. I quite like its dialogue. It's very 2010s. It's got a lot of like old slang in there. I've only played the first episode. Got it for free just to test it out because I don't want to commit to buying like 3 games, which is what I'm going to do. I don't want to commit to buying 3 games and not like it, but absolutely loved Life is Strange the first episode, so I'm definitely going to be playing the rest. But this almost sounds like something from that game. I thought it said I read that wrong, so my bad. I read it as I pure love the Miura's assistants. But no, the pure love that Miura's assistants have for him and his work is immeasurable, and it's shown in these later parts. So they're all short, it looks like, which is a shame. But yeah, if it gets to that point, I might end up having to do like 4 chapters per video. We'll see how it goes. For this first one, I'll be just doing the first 2 chapters, but yeah, I might end up doing like 4 chapters a video, or maybe 3 or something like that. See how it goes. See how it goes today as well. I did start recording quite a bit late today, so yeah, that's my bad. I also wonder how long it was. It seems like it was maybe nearly a year. No, it doesn't. I'm not sure. I wonder how long it was between his death and the next chapter coming out. I imagine a few months. It doesn't feel right. Like I said earlier about the Temptation stuff, it doesn't feel right in the first place a little bit. Again, it feels more right here for sure. But it also doesn't feel right to just release the next chapter next week, like you were planning for it. Just a lot of happy people in the comment section, so not too much there, but we'll get right into the next chapter, which is called Eye of the Maelstrom. Now, I've never actually looked what a maelstrom is. I've just assumed it's like a tornado of shit. Like a thunderous tornado of shit. Just always had like that vision in my head. Oh, what happened there? A powerful whirlpool in a sea or a river. Okay. Situation or state of confused movement or violent turmoil. So yeah, similar to what I've been envisioning, I guess. Just with water. Grr. Griffith. Studio Gaga. Studio Cuckoo. I like that song. I haven't listened to that song in ages. All I hear is Radio Gaga. The second of 2 chapters. Oh, he's not actually kind of been possessed just yet. It's quite funny. It's almost like the dog kind of the possessing on his back is like it's almost comes second to the actual anger of Guts. It's like the back of his cape comes up when he like is enraged and such, but he's got so much rage for Griffith just as Guts is that it actually overpowers. Like I see it as like the cape is like 100% takeover level right now. It wants to take over, but Guts is at like 200% anger, so it can't. It can't take over a man that's already this possessed and furious. Oh, again, Guts really does stand no chance against Griffith, does he? How will he ever? How is the story going to get to the point where he does? Is the question I've got. Another question I've got is like, I hope it doesn't. Like I said, I was a bit disappointed in his reaction to Griffith. I understand why he's reacted like this for sure. Don't get me wrong, it's warranted, but slightly disappointed. I'd love to see him, but like I don't think I'll ever get fully over it, if you know what I'm saying. But kind of got his wish of Casca being alright. Again, that's now the fact that again she was so affected has taken that back a little bit, and that's why he's reacted like this. Mainly, I think. Again, I could be wrong about that, but ultimately he got what he wanted. So like, yeah, can't have both, man. Like Skull Knight said, it's one or the other. Hopefully, we'll never get to a point where he's like. I feel like if he gets to a point where he's powerful enough to take on Griffith, he's done for. He's Skull Knighted, if you know what I'm saying. He's doomed to like an eternal kind of wonder. I just went straight through him, didn't it? Oh, it didn't even touch him. Horrible fucking pout. That'd be horrible to turn around and see after that. Fucking that pissed me off. Again, there very much is quite a different style to the artwork, isn't there? It is different for sure. Not that different, don't get me wrong. It's in the same kind of genre, of course. Yeah, look great still. Jesus, that's going absolutely insane right now. So it kind of feels like they're just like showing off as well. This first chapter back and just like showing off the artwork. So there hasn't been almost any dialogue, has there? I think it would have been more interesting if it was and again, preferred in my. I would prefer the out reaction of Guts if it was a dialogue after the end of that chapter. But violence it is, unfortunately. Oh shit, here comes Shirka. Kya! Has she ever said Kya before? Kya! That is. Oof. Huh? A person? No way. Stir? Ma? Sturma? Master? Master! You must not go no further. You must go no further. Barneys! How? But that aside, that thing. Yes, do you see it? We shouldn't go near such terrible power. Its very being is like a maelstrom, consuming all. Maelstrom. Thank you for anchoring my mind. Let's go back. Oh, that's a cute shot. With the dot eyes. His hair is like the maelstrom. It's quite interesting, that, isn't it? She actually mistook that for her master. I can understand why she did. Hair-wise. Interesting. Especially considering he kind of essentially got her master killed. Ah, master? Thank goodness. Oh, I was at Farney saying master. Ah, okay. My bad. Yeah, I guess that was actually Farney saying master. I could understand if she did say master there. That does slightly look like her master's hair, I guess. Guts? Ah! 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 I feel like Guts is like, he's just doing shit right now, if you know what I'm saying. He's just fucking this place up for no reason, because he's not touching Griffith. He's just causing an absolute ruckus here for no reason whatsoever. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. There's no end to this. It does nothing but destroy this place. I wouldn't be surprised if Guts gets banned from here. He's just fucking staring at you, bro. Guts. It's quite reminiscent of their second fight, isn't it? This in the snow. In terms of this shot right here. Guts won that fight, so. Oh, here are the branches. I can feel it. Something is coming. Oh shit. Oh shit. Got more of Griffith's people coming. Fuck. Annoying that these pathways lead to Elfhelm. That sucks ass, doesn't it? That really sucks ass. Actually. Oh, that's terrible. Sword, isn't it? Yeah, fucking. You knew it would be the batty boy fucking Sword. It's always fucking right after Griffith, isn't it? You knew it was going to be the rat ass Sword. But yeah, this sucks, honestly. This really sucks because now, like, Well, I'm sure Griffith was maybe aware of this place anyway. But, yeah, this is terrible. It was made out to be a hard place to reach, but now it's just easy as fuck for the God Hand to reach. Well, I said the God Hand, Griffith, and the demons to reach, isn't it? There's that giant fucking paw. Where's fucking Skull Knight when you need it? Where is the man? Also quite reminiscent of the last time we met. Zod was there with Griffith at the grave site of swords, I'll call it. The wedge is driven into the island that suffers no evil. A deluge of darkness descends. Exactly. That's fucking shit that these pathways lead here. Absolutely shit. Yep, here's Zod. Again, I kind of feel like they were just showing off a little bit today. We didn't get too much kind of... I don't think we actually got too much in terms of... We saw Guts' reaction and such, but we didn't get too much in terms of, like, we took a lot away in the last chapter, didn't we? We took a lot away from that chapter. You could talk about that for hours. Whereas these chapters is pretty... I wouldn't say a service level, but it's like, it is quite service level in terms of you can read what's going on and there's not too much else you can infer from it, if you know what I'm saying. Good artwork though, for sure. Like I said, I maybe would have preferred actually we had a dialogue after the last chapter rather than things going crazy. But yeah, we'll see what the comment section has to say. Again, some great artwork here for sure. Sort of ever part of the gang. I don't know, like this guy says this, like we've got Skull Knight, the Queen, the Gurus, Guts, loads of people here that could fight Griffith and Zod, but I don't know about you guys, but I feel like Griffith would win. I don't know about you guys, I just feel like Griffith would, if everyone here attacked Griffith, I feel like Griffith and Zod would be the last people standing. Maybe Zod could die. Yeah, Zod would definitely, like, if it was just Zod, I think it'd be quite easy because Skull Knight's enough for Zod, I think. I don't know, there's just, again, we don't really know the extent still to like Griffith's capabilities. We know that they're extreme, that's for sure. These capabilities that Griffith still has, even though he's not Femto anymore, but he still retains power. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, I just get the feeling that everybody here would lose. So I hope that doesn't happen. Hate this name, Griffies. A friendly term. Well, I don't think Griffith was planning on invading Elfhelm, was he? Because again, he was acting as the Moonlight Kid, like it was just a dream for him. He felt like it was a dream. The Moonlight Kid came here, he didn't come here, and kind of a big mistake, honestly. I mean, he's a kid, so you understand why, but big mistake, honestly, from the kid, actually. That again, if Griffith already knew of this place, which maybe he already did, like not too big a deal, but if he didn't and he didn't know how to get here and whatever, then kid's kind of set us up a little bit, hasn't he? But yeah, he obviously didn't plan on invading Elfhelm, but he might just do so now. Again, we'll see what happens. So the thing is, like, it's not if he will or won't now. It's like he could. The danger of that he could, that sucks. Whenever he wants, I imagine. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? The one safe and beautiful sacred place that we've had is now, like they said at the end of this chapter, has now been deluged in darkness. Yeah, it just sucks ass. It sucks ass. We need Griffith to leave. That's what we need to happen here. reckon that could ever be a thing? Do you reckon there could be like a machine that the more you read, it grows your muscles for you? That sounds stupid. Someone out there, that would be like the best. I imagine like the best. It'll be the best condition ever. My condition is, the more I read, the more. Well, I don't know if that'd be. You'd probably, if you're a big reader, you might end up like bursting your muscle and dying. So maybe that wouldn't be the best power ever. Because I think like you subliminally and unconsciously read stuff all the time as well. Like for example, my eyes gazed over here to this website here, evilgenius.us, and I just read that. So I feel like you'd be gazing at kind of. You might have to wear like blind glasses quite a lot of the time to stop your muscles from growing. I'm not sure how weird point this, isn't it? But like you're subconsciously like, I look at my phone, I've already read Thursday, 25th July and the time, and then a notification I've got here. It's like, yeah, you wouldn't be able to help yourself reading stuff. So that sounds quite good on the surface of things actually, but it's not great actually, is it? Okay, so the rumor is that this is at 80% completion. Okay, so what's that? 360. What's 10%? 360, 36. Times that by 8 is what is that? It's like 290 something. So that leaves us with like 70 chapters. So there's like 70 chapters left. 60 chapters left, something like that. Let's actually work this out. I'm pretty quick with maths a lot of the time, but sometimes I do rush. What's that? 360 divided by 10. So yeah, about 72 chapters left, supposedly. I should have just done that really. Take 10% and then just times it by 2. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I'm quick, sometimes I like overthink and go like 10% and then times it by 8, which is 80%, and then work out from there, where I could have just times it by 2, worked out 20%. The game man is back. What do you mean, let's go? What is there to be supportive about it? This is a terrible situation. It's terrible how we've reacted, and it's a terrible situation that we're in right now. What's there to let's go about, man? Maybe he's just saying out of the fact that the manga's back, probably. But yeah, not too much else in the comment section. So thank you guys for watching. Again, the chapters, I'm just gonna have a quick, look, even shorter actually. These ones were like 15 pages. Yeah, 15, 14 pages. The next one's 13, so it looks like the chapters are going to be real short. This video obviously had a lot of me yapping, so it should be absolutely fine. I don't really have like a limit or a, what's it called? A lower bar. Like I don't really have a bar of how long a video should be or whatever, but I like to keep, like, Berserk videos always been around about an hour, like 40 minutes to 1 hour 20 is what they usually fall between. So if one ends up like, if they do end up me finishing in like 30 minutes, I probably will do 3/4 chapters of video. I say that like we've got, like if I do it like that, we might only have like 2 or 3 videos left. So it's not like I want to prolong things, if you know what I'm saying. I kind of do because it's a series I love, so I probably subconsciously maybe want to prolong things, but it's not like I'm gonna just do 2 chapters. If the video is like 20 minutes after 2 chapters, I'm going to do more chapters. But again, we'll get to that when we do get to it. Again, do let me know what you guys thought of these first couple chapters back down in the comment section. Again, some really awesome artwork here. Definitely feels slightly different in terms of the artwork, but I still think it looks absolutely amazing. So yeah. Again, not as interesting as I thought it would be after that massive chapter to end off Miura's kind of run, but yeah, looking forward to seeing what we've got in the next couple. Again, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date, and I'll see you guys next week with the next 2 chapters.